crypto warriors, changing our world day by day. The way of the crypto warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way.
Hi.
Hi.
This is Bix Weir, RootAroota.com, with my lovely family here at the park during lockdown week. Amy and Paige are here to tell us what lockdown is like, and we're going to discuss a couple things. They're so excited to be on camera, like usual. But say hi to the Road to Roota fans right over here.
Don't we look excited, folks?
Make sure you speak up into the microphone. We'll start with Amy because she's used to this. Amy, how's lockdown going for you?
It's not really any different than anything else.
Why not?
Because
I'm home more. That's not as good.
You work from home, babe.
That's true. Excellent point.
It's not any different for me, really. I work from home. You work from home.
What do you miss the most?
Going out to restaurants, eating out.
Eating out?
Yeah.
Paige? Pretty different for you. Paige has been with us for a while now. How long have you been up here?
About 2 months.
2 months. Paige has been here 2 months. She lives in San Diego. What do you miss about San Diego? How's that?
I miss school. I miss my friends. I miss going to the beach.
You can't go to the beach in California because it's a vitamin D problem. You get too much vitamin D, and Gavin Newsom doesn't like that.
Nope.
Miss your boyfriend?
I miss my boyfriend.
Well,
Yes.
he's coming to visit
I've
soon, right?
gotten to see him once, so I'm surviving.
Awesome. Well, how are your friends doing? Because you have a bunch of roommates. They all work or go to school. How are they surviving this?
Yeah. All of my friends are now on unemployment, not working.
Every one of them?
Yes.
Holy moly.
Yes. I have 5 roommates, and only one is still working. She works at a dispensary, so it's essential.
That's right. Keep that pot flowing throughout the community. Okay, cool. Amy, what are your friends doing?
Well, one's actually back to work. They opened up the golf course, so Tommy is back.
Explain to people that it's not a real golf course. It's a bar,
It's a bar
at
with
a driving range.
and
If-
it has a little pitch and putt. So
Yeah. If you've ever seen the movie Tin Cup, think of that bar. So, yeah, is she surviving? Is she?
as far as I know,
Yeah.
yeah.
She just started. We need to go back there. When we're off the cleanse, we'll go back there.
We can go back there right now
That's.
just to go hit balls. I don't know what
I know.
what's stopping you.
I have a theory that nothing's as fun when you're on the cleanse because you can't go out and do anything. But obviously you can. Just don't drink, right? Is that the deal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. So Paige, you've been working on some Instagram stuff from Road to Roota. When are we gonna all get to see that roll out? No
Yes.
pressure.
Hopefully in the next 2 weeks.
2 weeks or so.
2 weeks or so.
I don't like the
Yes.
hard deadlines. 2 weeks or so. Road to Roota is gonna have an Instagram page, and Paige is she's trying to gear it towards the younger audience. Is that right?
Yes.
What's the whole idea behind that?
I want to help my generation of people understand what is actually going on with crypto, with bridging the markets, and just kind of bridge the gap between the knowledge that they have and the knowledge that you provide, and simplify everything, because I found that your channel is confusing for the average folk.
That's well put.
The normies.
The normies.
And I want to help bridge that gap for not only younger people my age, but also older people who just don't really understand what's going on in your videos.
Yeah, I always forget that, I've been doing this for 20 years fighting the banks, and I have 30 years of banking experience, and I just talk like everybody knows what I'm talking about, even though when I started, I didn't know what the hell I was talking about.
Yeah, it gets a little confusing.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that, and hopefully we can translate that into more than just Instagram. We'll do maybe even a new channel with Paige as the MC. What do you think?
Maybe.
That'd be awesome.
Fun.
She's got great ideas. She's not afraid to go down the conspiracy path. That was me in the beginning. I was like, the conspiracy stuff is the best. And then you find out the conspiracy behind the scenes is just normal.
Yeah.
That's normal for them.
Yeah.
And so she's digging into all that stuff. That's a good thing about being on lockdown. So a lot of people are figuring out that everything that's going on is more than what we're told about. Mm-hmm. And younger people especially. I thought all the younger people knew all this stuff because it's conspiracy and people like conspiracies. but apparently they hadn't been digging in for the past 10 years that the YouTube guys have been screaming about it. So
no, I think the general consensus is that you don't want to be labeled a conspiracy theorist. You don't want to be labeled a crazy person. And I actually just had a friend, one of my roommates, reach out yesterday and say, holy cow, I just went down this conspiracy route and you're the only person I know to talk to, and pretty much like Trump's a good guy. And I was like, yes, like come down the path, let me enlighten you. So I definitely feel this whole Great Awakening shift happening. And
is that what the younger people are calling it, the Great Awakening?
That's what I'm calling it. It's like
it's good. I like it.
It's kind of like with the QAnon family, and it is. Everyone's waking up to what is actually happening. It's no longer a conspiracy. It is a conspiracy. I think our definition of conspiracy is that it's a conspiracy theory, but a conspiracy is a very real thing between two people. So
very, very good. You've been listening to Roota. Actually, conspiracy theory is also a real thing. It's just they've conditioned us to think if it's labeled conspiracy theory, it's automatically wrong.
Yes.
Whereas a conspiracy theory is a theory that two people are colluding to do something illegal, which
is totally happening.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So tell me about the early days with Trump. You were with all the lefties thinking, oh my God, this guy's horrible. How can we elect this president? You were very anti-Trump.
Yes, I deleted my Twitter account a couple years ago. I was like, it's silly. I don't understand. I'm pretty much wasting my time on here. And then about 2 years ago, I reopened a Twitter account just to tweet at Donald Trump, like obscene things and, be like, F you, you're not my president. And I was looped into the whole, like, orange man ban. And
Did you get banned from Twitter for saying bad things about our president?
I didn't.
Amazing,
I had no following. It was silly little things about, like, if he's going to build a wall, we should build a wall around him and just put him in a box. And, like, he shouldn't be our president anymore. But I have completely flipped my perspective and done the research. And I don't feel that way anymore.
Well, what do you think about him having to go through all the shit that he's gone through as president? I mean, he did a lot of things. I'm not a fan of the market rigging that he does. Look out for the bugs. That could be a CIA recording device. We never know. So
Death Hornet.
I'm not a fan of the economic rigging that continues. But the other thing, taking out the bad guys and all that, what do you think of that now?
I mean, if you look at the facts, this guy was well off. He had all the money he needed. He successfully, blazed his trail in the business world. And he put his own life, his family's life, all in danger. And he doesn't need to be doing what he's doing. So obviously there's a motive behind what he's doing. And if you look at all the executive orders, if you actually watch his press conferences that are not, on CNN or any of the mainstream media, you can really start to sift through like what his agenda is and what he's really trying to do. And it's to expose all these corrupt people, save all the children, actually bring power back to the U.S. and not have us tied into this globalist economy that we were bound to fail in. So,
ladies and gentlemen,
that's awesome.
This is the future of America right here. Amy, what do you think about your daughter's revelation and her learning of all this stuff? What's your take on Paige's progression and your own progression too? I know it's difficult to be married to me. So what do you think about, one, of having Paige stay with us for the last month and her progression in this?
I've thoroughly enjoyed having her here, of course. Having her home and close, taking care of her, of course. But no, I'm extremely proud of all the work that she's been doing. Yeah, very, very proud.
She's one of the best employees that Roota has ever had. The other one's
from Josh Lake.
And Josh Lake. Oh, if you've seen the website, you know how good Josh Lake is.
Yeah.
Josh Lake is Paige's boyfriend, who's amazing with video and art and music and photography. There's nothing that boy can't do. We're gonna get him working more as well.
Yes.
The other employee, of course, is Amy. She does all the back office type of stuff, like keeping me in line, which is very difficult.
Oh, extremely.
Well, okay, here's my big question. What is the first thing you want to do when we're out of lockdown? Amy, you first.
Travel.
Just travel?
Just travel.
Like travel with the
Just get out
Bitcoin
of-
Ben and friends, do road trips again?
Absolutely, yeah.
I think that might be a plan this summer for Road to Roota, is a big long road trip doing meetups and having concerts, and Amy cooking food for people on the barbecue.
Just meeting people, being out, enjoying the United States.
Yay!
Yeah.
And Paige, what is the first thing you're going to do when you get out of this lockdown?
Man, I really want to go camping. I just want to go camping.
That might be the last thing they let you do.
It's still kind of like, it's remote, but I just love being in nature and not being told what to do and where I can and can't go in a free country. So I want to camp, I want to go to the beach, and definitely restaurants. I really miss restaurants and good food. Not that I haven't been eating good food, but
Well, we've been on our cleanse, our reboot, so we've been eating raw food, which has been wonderfully prepared by lovely Amy, but it's just not the same to me. And we can't wash it down with beer.
or wine.
Or wine.
He's never going to get it, people.
I'll never get it. That's a fact. One, I want to thank you guys for agreeing to come on camera and sharing all this stuff with us. Hopefully we can do this a lot more, because you guys got a hell of a lot to say to the people that I wish you guys would do this every day, and we'll get you there. But for right now, I just want to say thank you. The Road to Roota fans, thank you for coming on. And we're going to see you guys after the lockdown. Yay!
Thank you.
Bix Weir, RoadToRoota.com. Amy Weir, Paige Kutcher, we're out of here.